Adebayo family enforced a rule as old as time itself. No one was to fall in love. It was a strange decree, a family curse, some whispered, born from a heartbreak so deep it had scarred generations. And for a while, it worked. Until Amara. Amara, with eyes that held the city's vibrant energy and a spirit as free as the breeze from the Lekki coastline, found her heart doing the one thing it was forbidden to do. It beat for David. In the sprawling, vibrant city of Lagos, where dreams are chased with the same fervor as the yellow Danfo buses, lived the Adebayo family. They weren't just any family. They were custodians of a legacy, a business empire built on tech and tradition. But within their magnificent Ikoyi mansion, a strange and unyielding rule held sway, a rule passed down through generations. No Adebayo was ever to fall in love. This wasn't a casual preference. It was an ironclad law. The family patriarch, a man whose own heart had been shattered decades ago, believed love was a distraction, a weakness that had nearly cost them everything. He decreed that all marriages were to be strategic alliances, partnerships to strengthen their empire, not unions of the heart. To the outside world, they were the picture of success. Inside, their hearts were kept under lock and key. The younger generation, including our heroine Amara, grew up hearing the cautionary tales. Love was painted as a dangerous storm, capable of capsizing the steady ship of their family's fortune. They were taught logic over passion and business acumen over affection. They attended the best schools, ran divisions of the company, and dated from a list of pre-approved, suitable partners. It was a life of privilege, but one devoid of a simple, fundamental human experience. Amara was the brightest of them all. Sharp, ambitious, and with a smile that could light up the gloomiest Lagos traffic. She understood the rules. She played the game. She was the perfect daughter, the heir apparent, but a heart, no matter how well trained, has a mind of its own. Her world tilted on its axis the day she met David. He wasn't on any approved list. He wasn't from a legacy family. He was a creator, a digital artist who painted with light and code, working in the bustling creative hub of Yaba. They met on a tech conference, a place where Amara was supposed to be networking for the family business. Instead, she found herself captivated by David's passion. He spoke of art not as a commodity, but as a language for the soul. He saw the world in colors and textures she had been taught to ignore. His laughter was genuine. His eyes held a kindness that wasn't calculated. And when he looked at her, he didn't see the Adebayo heiress. He saw Amara. Their first conversation was about a new software animation. It quickly spiraled into a debate about Afrofuturism, a shared love for old Fela Kuti vinyls, and the best place to get jollof rice on the mainland. For the first time, Amara felt seen. She felt alive. They started meeting in secret. Their dates were stolen moments in the city's nooks and crannies, browsing art galleries in Onikon, sharing a quiet meal at a buka she'd never have dared to enter, walking hand in hand along Takwa Bay, with the city's skyline twinkling in the distance. With David, the grey, calculated world of her family faded into a vibrant, unpredictable, and beautiful tapestry. He showed her the Lagos she lived in but had never truly seen. He showed her the Amara she was meant to be. Falling in love was slow, then all at once. It was terrifying and exhilarating. Every text message was a risk. Every secret phone call a rebellion. She was breaking the one rule that defined her entire existence. The guilt was a constant shadow, but the joy she felt with David was a sunbeam that pierced through it. Her heart, so long dormant, was now out of her control. But secrets in a city like Lagos have a way of coming to light. Her younger brother, Tunde, ever watchful and eager to curry favor with her father, noticed her change. She was distracted, smiling at her phone, humming tunes she'd never heard before. He saw the glow in her eyes and knew it wasn't from a successful business deal. Suspicion festered. One evening, Tunde followed her. He watched from a distance as she met David at a quiet cafe. He saw the easy intimacy between them, the way she laughed unrestrained and free. He saw David reach across the table and gently hold her hand. For Tunde, it was confirmation of the ultimate betrayal. He took a photo, a single damning piece of evidence, and delivered it to his father. The confrontation was swift and brutal. He summoned her to his study, the room where all major family decisions were made. The air was thick with his cold fury. He didn't shout. He spoke in a low, menacing tone that was far more frightening. He slid the photo across his mahogany desk. "Explain this," he commanded.
Amara's blood ran cold. There was no denying it. The joy on her face in the photo was a testament to her crime. She tried to explain, to make him understand that David was a good person, that what she felt was real and pure. Real? Pure? Her father scoffed. It is a weakness, the same weakness that almost brought your grandfather to ruin. This artist, what does he have to offer? Nothing but fleeting emotions that will bankrupt you. The verdict was absolute. She was forbidden from ever seeing David again. Her phone was confiscated, her movements restricted. She was, for all intent and purposes, a prisoner in her own luxurious home. Her father immediately began arranging a marriage for her with the son of a business rival, a merger that would be the biggest deal of the year. Amara was devastated. The vibrant world she had discovered with David was snuffed out, replaced by the cold, grey reality of her gilded cage. Days turned into weeks. She went through the motions, attending meetings, feigning interest in the upcoming arranged marriage, but her spirit was broken. Meanwhile, David was frantic. Amara had vanished. His calls went unanswered, his texts unread. He went to her office, but was turned away by security. He had no way of reaching her, no way of knowing what had happened. He only knew the light had gone out of his life. But Amara, though heartbroken, was her father's daughter in more ways than one. She was a fighter. One night, using an old tablet she had hidden away, she managed to get a message to her most trusted friend, Zainab. She explained everything. Zainab, loyal and resourceful, acted as their secret emissary. Through her, Amara and David could communicate, their words a lifeline in a sea of despair. They planned, they schemed. Amara knew she couldn't live this half-life. She had to make a choice. The day of her engagement party arrived. The Adebayo mansion was a spectacle of opulence. Lagos high society was in attendance, everyone eager to witness the union of two great empires. Amara, dressed in a stunning gown, looked like a tragic princess. As her father stood to make the grand announcement, Amara took a deep breath. She walked to the microphone. The room fell silent. With a steady voice, she did the unthinkable. She spoke of the family rule. She spoke of the pressure, the loneliness, the feeling of being a pawn in a game of corporate chess. And then she spoke of love, not as a weakness, but as a strength, as a force for creativity, for passion, for humanity. "I cannot and will not sacrifice my heart for a business deal," she announced, her voice ringing with conviction. "I choose love. I choose my own path." And with that, she turned and walked out of the party, out of the mansion, and out of the life that had been prescribed for her. The room was in stunned silence. Her father's face was a mask of disbelief and rage. David was waiting for her just down the road, alerted by Zainab. When she got into his car, they didn't say a word. He just held her, and in that embrace, she knew she had made the right choice. She had lost an empire, but she had gained a universe. The aftermath was a storm. She was publicly disowned, cut off financially, and her name was erased from the family business. But Amara and David faced it together. They started small. They combined her business savvy with his artistic genius, launching a small creative agency. It was a struggle. They poured all their savings into it, worked late nights fueled by cheap noodles and powerful dreams. Their work was different. It was authentic, filled with the heart and soul that the corporate world often lacked. Their campaigns told stories, they connected with people on an emotional level. Slowly, their small agency began to get noticed. They won awards. They attracted clients who valued their unique vision. They were building their own empire, one founded not on strategic alliances, but on genuine passion and partnership. Years later, the Adebayo empire began to falter. Her father's cold, loveless approach to business had created a company that was efficient but brittle, lacking the innovation and spirit needed to adapt. They were losing ground to smaller, more agile companies like the one Amara and David had built. One day, Amara received an unexpected call. It was her younger brother, Tunde. His voice was humbled. He told her their father was ill and that the company was in trouble. He asked for her help. Amara returned to the mansion she had fled years ago. It felt smaller, sadder. She found her father, aged and frail, in his study. He looked at her, the daughter he had cast out, now a self-made success. There were no grand apologies, but in his eyes she saw a flicker of regret and perhaps a glimmer of pride.
Amara didn't come back for revenge. She came back with the wisdom she had learned. She helped restructure the family business, infusing it with the creativity and human-centric approach she had cultivated. She taught them that a company's greatest asset isn't its stock price, but its people. She proved that love, in all its forms, passion for one's work, care for one's team, and the love for a partner who believes in you is not a weakness. It is the ultimate strength. The old family rule was finally broken, replaced by a new legacy. A legacy that understood that the heart and the mind are not enemies, but partners in building a life and a business that is truly rich. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think of Amara's choice? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tales that touch the heart. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.